And just like that, we are here at Bushnell Prairie City High School for 8th grade basketball. Boys basketball it is. Came on a little late. They changed things up and then told us they were going to start about 5 or 10 minutes late and then decided they weren't going to start 5 or 10 minutes late. Coach Harrison came over and asked if we could come on real quick, and we did. So we want to thank all our family support sponsors who came on for this contest, as we've had a ton of great sponsors come on board, and we can't thank those folks enough. But we are ready to go here with junior high basketball. It's 8th grade competition. The South Fulton Rebels and BPC Spartans coming your way here this afternoon. I guess I should say this morning, technically. And just on the first play of the game, it's a turnover by South Fulton. On the floor for the Spartans 8th graders, Lane Huffman, Brock Beekman, Tanner Pierce, Ethan McKim, and Carson Christensen. And Christensen's going to go to the lane, and his layup is good. For the South Fulton Rebels, on the drive is number 22. That's Caden Fogelsong. Also out there, number 14, Tyler Essex. Number 13 is Jonah Shaw. Number 23 is Hunter Atkins. And 3 on the way for Beekman Short. Picked up off the floor by South Fulton's Fogelsong. It goes back the other way. And also out there, number 21 is Jackson Kessler. Huffman on the floor, steals it away, gives it to Beekman, and go back the other way for BPC. Down to floor to McKim. It's going to be kicked out of bounds by the Rebels. I think it was Kessler who got it kicked out of bounds. And South Fulton's going to take a timeout here early in this one. So the first timeout of the game, charged to South Fulton. We'll take a we'll stay here. Helping to bring you this contest here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, is Bushnell Banking Center. Bushnell Banking Center, located at 360 South Green Street in Bushnell, offers full-service banking and loan services for all of your banking needs. Come visit the Bank of Friendly Service or call them at 309-772-2345. Good luck, Spartans. Bushnell Banking Center is an equal housing lender, member FDIC. I do want to tell everybody, if you're planning to come back and watch the 7th grade game, which will follow, they're going to take a shortened time in between, and they're shortening the half times a couple minutes as well. The officials in this game have a lot of games going on today, so they have to try to shorten things where they can, so they're going to take a couple minutes out of the intermissions and so on. Down the other way it goes for the Rebels. On the shot was Fogelsong again, couldn't get it to fall, so Brock Beekman's going to take it back the other way. A nice little bounce pass to Pierce. Pierce goes across to McKim. McKim shots up and in. Nice look by Pierce. Nice basket by McKim, and it's 4-0 BPC. The Rebels have had a couple good looks, but haven't got anything to fall. There is Essex. He goes down low. Now it's going to come to Shaw. Shaw's jumper is good. A little bank shot. 4-2 for Shaw. Cuts the lead in half, 4-2. Huffman with it now. He'll go to Beekman. 3:57 to go. Clock running here in the first quarter. Oh, there's a nice look on a backdoor cut, but a good defensive play. That was number 23, Atkinson, on a cut off the passing lane. Got the steal for the Rebels. Now McKim on the steal, and he's going to be fouled, I believe. It's going to be a foul on number 22, Caden Fogelsong, his first, team's first. .335 to go. Clock running here in the first quarter. 4-2 is the score. 8th grade action. It's going to go off of McKim out of bounds. As there to tip it away was Kessler, and it went off of Kessler, then off of McKim's hand out of bounds. Possession to the Rebels. Huffman picks up the ball at half court. Now a nice little pump fake and then a drive. Shots blocked by McKim. Rebound to Fogelsong, and then he's going to be fouled. It might be on, it's either Beekman or Christensen. I can't tell. Didn't catch who it was over there. We'll wait and see what Devin Raleigh has to say here. Oh, neither one of them. It was Pierce, I guess. Sorry about that. His first, team's first. At the free throw line, shooting 2 will be Caden Fogelsong. Made the first. Chance to tie it here with the made free throw. So 4-3. Fogelsong's second one. The lefty, a couple dribbles. Another nice made free throw for Fogelsong. And we're knotted at 4 apiece. Huffman with it, right wing. 2-3 zone for the... Oh, nice little dump down to McKim from Beekman. A jump ball. It's going to be possession to BPC. Taking a timeout here. It is the COVID/media timeout. We'll take a break as well. 4-4 is the score. 2:56 to go in quarter number 1.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation does more than just tape ankles.
They get us back on the court.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation
helps me reach peak performance
in the weight room.
Prepares me for competition.
My MDH physical therapists and the fitness programs MDH offers help me on my road to recovery and improve my quality of life.
Come see why MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation was voted best of the best in McDonough County.
Well, we were camping, and then I got a phone call from my neighbor and said that we got hit by a storm. He said, "You better come home because there's no roof." He said, "I look up and see the sky." He didn't know what you were going to do, where you're going to go, but Country Financial took care of us.
We anticipate something that we hope never happens, but when it happens, we are there to make good on our promise.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, coming out of the first COVID break of the game. 2:56 to go here in quarter number 1. The mask break probably is more politically correct, but 4-4 is the score. Beekman to McKim, down to Huffman, who has to jump way up to grab it from McKim. Now Beekman's going to take it out 10-foot line. Nobody guards him. He'll put up the 3. It's off, no good. There goes Atkins with it down the left side. Nobody stops the ball. He puts up the shot. It's off, no good. Rebound down there by Fogelsong, and he's going to be fouled. I think it's Huffman this time. Yep, it's going to be on Lane Huffman, his first, team second. And they called it on the floor before the foul, so 2:36 remaining in the first quarter. It'll be South Fulton basketball out of bounds. And Atkins can't hold on to the basketball. It's going to go off his hands out of bounds. From what I understand, Devin Raleigh has 5 basketball games today. Somebody might want to come get it. He doesn't want to take any extra steps he doesn't have to, and I can't blame him. That pass back to him wasn't real good. He slowly walked over and picked it up. Huffman goes across to Christensen. Christensen up to Beekman. Now back to Huffman. 2:22 remaining here in the first quarter. McKim's going to take a long jumper. It's up and in. 6-4, BPC leads, as Ethan McKim has 4 points for the Spartans. Ooh, a little bit of a rub there. Finally, Fogelsong loses it, but gets it to, that's number 32 in the game. Avery Fawcett with the bucket, I think. Nope, it was number 21, excuse me. That's Jackson Kessler. Now Huffman with it. His jumper's no good. 1:40 remaining. Atkins, oh, man. Christensen's going to pick up the foul, but I don't know that was a foul. That looked like an awful lot of ball. It is going to be on Christensen, his first, team's third. Shooting 2 is number 23, Hunter Atkins. His team knotted with BPC here, 6-6. Still tied. Checking in for the Rebels, number 24, Avery Fawcett. Second one's off, no good either. Fogelsong's going to come down with the rebound, and he's going to have it blocked. It's going to be tipped around. Fawcett's going to get it. His shot's up and in. First true lead change of the game. Been a couple ties, but no true lead changes until right then. Beekman's going to try a three. That one's nothing but net for Brock Beekman. And there's another lead change. BPC takes the lead 7-6. Nine to 8, excuse me. Works better if I keep the score updated on the screen. Out of bounds, possession to BPC. Oh, a jump ball apparently they called. And the arrow didn't get turned, so it is South Fulton basketball. Oh, it's going to be over the head on the inbound. Huffman's going to go the other direction. His layup is off, no good. And a rebound's going to go to Fogelsong. He'll get it down the court. It goes to Shaw, and Shaw gets his second bucket. And another change, lead change here. It's 10-9. South Fulton. It's going to be white ball. 10-9. Rebels lead BPC. 28 seconds left. Christensen with it now. Back to Huffman. McKim. McKim along two. It's off, no good. Huffman's going to track it down. 17 seconds to Beekman. Beekman's jumper's off, no good. Tipped around. Fogelsong with the rebound. It's going to be tipped away from him. Beekman's going to get it. Beekman's going to put it back up. His shot is off, no good again. Tipped around again. And then Beekman's going to pick up a foul about 80 feet from the basket with 3.6 seconds left. It'll be Beekman's first, team's fourth. Shaw with it. He'll put up the shot. It's off, no good. And that's how quarter number one will come to a close. South Fulton leads BPC 10-9. Second quarter action coming your way. Helping to bring you this contest here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, is Hensley Grain. Hensley Grain in rural Bushnell has a long family history of taking an active role in Bushnell Prairie City School District and especially Spartan athletics. Good luck, Spartans, in 2021, and enjoy your shortened athletic campaign. And Farmers and Merchant State Bank of Bushnell for over 100 years. Farmers and Merchant State Bank of Bushnell has been servicing the local community's needs for personal and business banking, as well as home and agricultural lending. Stop by the main branch at 484 East Main Street or their drive-up facility on Cole Street to learn more. F&M is a member FDIC and an equal housing lender. And Webb Farms, Webb Family Farms, has been growing corn, soybeans, and Spartans for 5 generations. Nathan, Lisa, Jamie, Cyrus, Terry, and Linda wish all BPC athletes good luck this season. So 6 minutes put back on the clock. Quarter number 2 getting ready to start. 10-9 is the score. The Rebels lead the Spartans here at BPC High School. Huffman into Beekman. The 2-3 zone still in effect for South Fulton. They have 7 players on their roster. It looks like they've got 8 sitting over there, though. Huffman, the jumper, off, no good. Rebound to, I believe that was Kessler over there. He outlets it. It's going to go to Shaw. Shaw's going to put up the shot, but he's going to be blocked by Huffman. He'll save it back in. Huffman will take it back the other way. Huffman goes down to Beekman, left corner. Jumper is up, off, no good. McKim down there tipping it with Atkins, but it's going to be Atkins coming down with it. He's going to try and get it out to Shaw. Shaw's going to go to Fogelsong. Beekman's going to try and beat him down the floor. Fogelsong's layup's off, no good. Fawcett with the rebound to put back. It's no good, and Christensen takes it back the other way. Good hustle by Beekman there to beat everybody that had beat him down the floor to the rim, and then he makes Fogelsong miss, and then Fawcett misses a putback. McKim to Christensen to Beekman. Beekman for three, right wing this time. It's short, and Pierce is going to be over the back as he tried to go through. I believe it was Fogelsong, and he'll pick up his second foul, team's fifth. Checking in for BPC is going to be number 30, Connor Upton. Not sure who he's taking. Going to take Pierce, who's going to sit down with 2 fouls. 5 minutes remaining here in quarter number 2. South Fulton gets it in. Fawcett with it. He loses it, but gathers it back up. He's going to go back to the right side. That's number 14, Essex. And then Fawcett got the rebound, but traveled with it. Possession of BPC. .445 remaining. McKim caught that out of self-defense. He's going to be blocked by Fogelsong, and Fogelsong will get it back, and he'll go back the other way to Essex. Essex takes it down the far side. He pulls up from about 10 feet. Short jumper, but rebounded by Fogelsong. Fogelsong's first putback's no good. The second one is, and that's a 3-point advantage for the Rebels. 12-9 is the score. A good take by Christensen. BPC knocks it out of bounds. It'll be Rebel basketball. Finally, Atkins gets it in to Kessler. Kessler to Essex, and Essex pass taken away by Huffman. Upton for three. It's long. Off the backboard, goes right to Atkins, and he pushes it back the other way. Huffman's going to beat him down the floor and knock it away. It'll be possession to the Rebels. Lane Huffman did a good job beating Atkins down the floor and being able to knock it away. 3:35 to go here in the second quarter. That one's going to go off of Atkins out of bounds. Possession to BPC. Another quick hands and a little harassment by Lane Huffman, and that resulted in a turnover for South Fulton. 12-9 is the score. 3:30 remaining here in quarter number 2. Kim goes to Upton. Upton looks, then he gives it to Christensen. Back up top it comes to Beekman. Beekman's going to drive, get it out to Huffman. Huffman from about 17 feet. His jumper's long. Christensen with the rebound. He's going to throw it up, and it's going to go in. Good offensive rebound and putback for Carson Christensen. Gives him 4 points and closes the score to 12-11. Nice pass down through the lane, but the shot's off no good, and it's going to be outletted for Upton to Huffman. And Huffman's going to get the bucket, and Atkinson took a nasty tumble and nearly tripped Huffman. No call was probably the right thing to do, but BPC takes a lead here, 13-12 on a 4-0 run. Fogelsong, another nice pass down low. That is number 21, Jackson Kessler, and he'll give his team a 1-point lead, 14-13. Couple of shots down low, missed, and then a jump ball. Possession to South Fulton. Media timeout on the floor. With that, we'll take a short break, and we'll be right back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
During this COVID pandemic, it is important you take care of your health, especially your heart health. Do not ignore the signs of a heart attack or stroke. If you have health concerns, schedule an appointment with your provider, and always, in case of an emergency, call 911. This message brought to you by McDonough District Hospital and Blessing Health System. See for yourself why Blessing Health System is the leader in cardiology and pulmonology services. Appointments available inside MDH. Learn more at blessinghealth.org or mdh.org.
Welcome back to TSSR Live, presented by MDH. 14-13 is the score. South Fulton leads BPC with 2:19 to go in the first half. I'm going to bring you this contest here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, is M&B Furniture. Bushnell's only furniture store will be celebrating its 60th anniversary in June. M&B Furniture is a mainstay in the community and offers top-notch customer service, free delivery within 40 miles, and the best in-home appliance repair in the area. For everything you need to furnish your new home or replenish an old one, stop and see the fine folks at 481 West Main Street in Bushnell, or find them on Facebook, Instagram, or on the web at www.mbfurniture.com. You can also call them at 309-772-2111. Huffman with a steal. He'll take it back the other way. Beekman's going to loft the three from the left wing. It's off, no good. Upton tried to get up with a good box out by Atkins. And now it's going to go down the floor as Tyler Essex tried to get it down. I think the Fogelsong, and Fogelsong didn't even try to jump up and grab it. It was either that or it was to Kessler. And Essex was saying, hey, it helps if we raise our hands. There's another three on the way by Beekman. It's off, no good. Fogelsong with the rebound. Now Essex with it again. And it's going to be tipped away by Huffman on the floor. Picked up finally, given to Christensen. He'll take it back the other way for BPC. We're down to the 127 mark of quarter number 2. Upton with it. He'll try the three. It looks good. It's just a smidge long to go over the backboard, out of bounds. Possession to South Fulton. 14-13 is still the score. Tanner Pierce getting ready to check back in. He'll replace Ethan McKim. 1:20 remaining here in quarter number 2. You hear that dribble in the background just a little bit there as South Fulton brings it up the floor. Essex picks up his dribble, and not a good spot to pick up the dribble. You don't need to pick it up there, but Atkins should have came and helped, and that's what he was expecting Atkins to do, and he didn't do it. So 1:10 remaining. It's still 14-13. BPC trails by 1 here to South Fulton. And to Pierce, out to Huffman. Approaching the 1 minute mark. 60 seconds remaining here in quarter number 2. Oh, there's a nice pass from Pierce to Christensen, and Christensen gets another bucket, and BPC takes the lead one more time, 15-14. Christensen has 6. Essex with a jumper. It's high off the glass, no good. Pierce with the rebound for BPC. 40 seconds remaining. He tried to get it out, let it to Huffman. Atkins is going to take it back the other way. Pierce doesn't want his third foul here. And then it's going to be thrown away as Shaw couldn't get a hand on it. And it's going to be back to BPC with 31.3 seconds remaining. They lead by 1, 15-14. BPC with the basketball, down to 20 seconds remaining. Into Pierce it goes, out to Beekman. Upton's going to try the three. It's long, no good. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by Atkins. So it'll be BPC basketball with 13.1 seconds remaining. Christensen to inbound, running Illini. Now Beekman's going to drive, pull up. He's going to be blocked but fouled by Fogelsong, I do believe. It is number 22, Caden Fogelsong, his second, team second. Brock Beekman's going to be at the free throw line, shooting 2 for BPC. It's their first free throws of the contest. First one's off, no good. 8.4 seconds remaining, 15-14. BPC with a 1-point lead as we are just about to enter the halfway point. Again, we are going to take a shortened halftime break. That one hits the front of the rim as well. Tipped around by Huffman. It's going to be finally tipped around again. Finally got to be Atkins with it. He's going to get a layup, and it's good right at the buzzer. And that's how we'll end the second quarter as South Fulton retakes the lead, 16-15. We'll take a break. We'll be right back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this.
As we work together to stop the spread of COVID-19, McDonough District Hospital wants you to know that your health and safety are our #1 priority.
Our primary care providers are here to take care of you and your family's total well-being. Telehealth capabilities and the MDH Convenience Clinic all provide ease of access to our wide range of services.
All of this because we are committed to providing you quality and compassionate care that you have come to trust from us.
McDonough District Hospital. More than hospital care, a hospital caring.
Get dinner to the table quickly, no matter how busy your day's been. True convection cooking uses a fan to distribute hot air evenly and cook food faster. So dinner is ready when they are. True Convection Cooking, brought to you by Whirlpool.
Well, we were camping, and then I got a phone call from my neighbor and said that we got hit by a storm. He said, you better come home because there's no roof. He said, I look up and see the sky. He didn't know what you were going to do, where you're going to go, but Country Financial took care of us.
We anticipate something that we hope never happens, but when it happens, we are there to make good on our promise.
Welcome back to Bushland Prairie City High School Junior High 8th grade boys basketball coming at you right now. It's 16-15. We're at the halfway point. We got about 6:15 to go here in halftime. Again, we shortened halftime by 2 minutes, so halftimes today are only going to be 8 minutes long. And I believe they're going to shorten the between game time to 8 minutes as well, just to try and speed things up a little bit and get the referees, most importantly, Devin Raleigh, who's got, I guess, 5 total games to do today he's been working basketball pretty much every night. I've seen him both at West Prairie and here at BPC, and apparently he's going to Macomb somewhere later today. So a lot of officials doing double, triple, quadruple duty this season with all these games getting scheduled on top of each other. So you have to give them credit, taking time out of their schedules to do all this stuff as well, but makes us change our plans a little bit. So when you see us scoot through, we will end our game relatively quickly today so that we can get back on air with the 8th, 7th grade game. So we'll probably do some very quick stats, maybe. Thank JoJo's for being our post-game sponsor, and then we'll be back with a pregame show for the 7th grade contest. And then we'll have a short break between we'll see how short it is. Ideally, since we're speeding these games up and stuff, it should be a little bit faster or a little bit longer break. But we have a break, and then we'll come back this afternoon with the 7th grade regional, first game of 7th grade regionals for volleyball. Volleyball at the junior high level right now is the only thing that has postseason of any kind. And as of now, right now, they're just going to the sectional level. So these teams can at least get a sectional plaque if they can move through. The game today will be between BPC and North Fulton. The winner of that game will win the opportunity. They're the 4th and 5th seeds in the regional. They'll win the opportunity to play in Colchester on Tuesday night against West Prairie. West Prairie is the #1 seed in 7th grade regional competition that BPC is in. So that's where we're set for that. Scoring for the first half for South Fulton: 4 points for Jonah Shaw, 4 points for Jackson Kessler, 4 points for Caden Fogelsong, including 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 2 points for Hunter Atkins, but he's 0 for 2 from the free throw line, and 2 points for Avery Fawcett to make 16. They finished 2 for 4 from the free throw line in the first half. Only 2 fouls, both, however, belong to Caden Fogelsong. For BPC, Brock Beekman has 3 points. He's 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Lane Huffman has 2 points. Carson Christensen has 6 points. Knotted him down as 4, but he had 6. Ethan McKim has 4 points. That rounds out the 15 points. BPC shot just 2 free throws in the first half. They're 0 for 2. BPC had 5 team fouls. As I said, South Fulton only 2 team fouls. The only player in the game for BPC with 2 fouls is Tanner Pierce. And, of course, Fogelsong picked up both of the fouls for the Rebels. Relatively low-scoring affair. I do keep track of changes and ties, so there's been 2 ties and 5 lead changes in the first half. So this game has been going back and forth here. We'll take another short break, and we'll be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this.
McDonough District Hospital's Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center was built for one goal: to strengthen women's health services in the region's premier facility. Our dedicated staff, past and present, delivered generations of MDH babies, and now in the new Women's Center, our staff is ready to deliver the next generation and beyond. Come visit the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center and see for yourself the MDH difference.
You know, you see fires on TV all the time. You don't understand what the families are really going through until you've lived it. The day before the fire, life was good. We went to bed, we woke up, and we had nothing. If it was not for Country Financial, we would still have nothing.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Helping to bring you this contest is Country Financial agent Shelly Poston. Shelly Poston at Country Financial. You can call her to learn more about protecting the things that mean the most in your life, and she can help you get started on a plan for a comfortable future. Contact Shelly Poston today at Country Financial, 309-772-3003. And Heil Enterprises and Heil Trucking, they can take your product down the road, near or far, and also offers top-notch heavy-duty truck and trailer repair. The second-generation business continues to grow and continues to support BPC Athletics. Stop by and see Danny or Travis on Route 41 south of Prairie City, or call them at 309-775-3333. So getting ready to start the second half of action here. It will be BPC basketball to start the third quarter. I guess I should make it the third quarter, hadn't I? There we go. Beekman has it. Clock running here in quarter number 3. Huffman, right wing. Back to Beekman. He goes into Pierce. Not a very good pass. It bounced off Pierce's shin. It's going to go back the other way. Essex on the drive. Pull-up jumpers off. No good. Gets his own rebound. He's blocked from behind by Christensen. The rebound goes down to Kessler, and then a foul is going to be called on BPC. It's going to be number 11, Lane Huffman, picking up his second, team foul number 1 for BPC. And they called it on the floor, so we'll get right back to action here. Atkins with it. And Atkins was trying to get it over to Essex, but it went out of bounds. I thought maybe Huffman may have touched that, but the official makes Huffman tuck his jersey in. Got to make sure those jerseys are tucked in. It's important stuff in the era of the COVID generation. Christensen with it. Beekman to Huffman. Spartans trail by 1. Goes down to McKim. McKim goes across to Christensen. His shot's off, no good. Fogelsong with the rebound. He's going to outlet it to Essex, and Essex has Shaw wide open. It doesn't see him. Pulls up, gives it to Atkins. Atkins from about 15 feet on the baseline. His shot's off, no good. Pierce mistimes his jump. Shaw, Shaw went diving into the bleachers to try and save it. He stepped on the baseline, though. Possession to BPC. 5:07 to go here in the third quarter. Still no more points here in the third quarter yet. Everybody stays where they're at currently when they came out of halftime. 16-15. South Fulton with the lead. Still 2-3 zone for the Rebels. Huffman now is going to try and drive Atkinson to the baseline. He does, but loses the dribble. Picks it up, gives it to Beekman. Beekman now brings it back up top. Down the corner it goes to Huffman. 4:43 to go. Pierce out to Beekman for three. It's short. That was a pass to Christensen instead of going right back up with it. And then not sure if he was throwing that to Huffman, but Huffman ducked under it like it was a hot potato. Huffman with it again now. Down to Pierce. Pierce is going to turn around. His jumper's off, no good. Atkins got Shaw, and Atkins travels. The coach over for South Fulton just losing his mind over there trying to figure out why you would pick your dribble up there if you're not going to pass it. You either got to pass it or keep dribbling. Once you commit to that, you can't stop. Beekman to Huffman. 4:08 to go, and then we're going to have a foul. It's going to be Fogelsong picking up his third. Team's first. One foul apiece here in quarter number 3. Huffman in the right corner. Pass nearly knocked away by Shaw. It was knocked away, but McKim came up with it. Huffman with it now. Oh, nice look to McKim. McKim's jumper, and he looked like he might have got fouled, but no call. It's going to be Atkins with it. And Atkins loses it. And then Huffman knocks it away, and it's going to be possession back to South Fulton. Checking in for South Fulton is going to be Fawcett, and he's going to replace Kessler. Again, the only player on South Fulton with any fouls is Caden Fogelsong, and he's got 3, and he just lost the ball. Huffman's going to come up with it. Atkins is going to knock it away temporarily, but Huffman's going to get it back, and the basket is good. First points of the second half go to BPC, and they retake the lead 17-16. Shaw with it. Going to go into Fogelsong. Fogelsong, nice spin move. And then he's going to lose it out of bounds. Possession to BPC. 3:21 remaining here in quarter number 3. BPC with the lead, 17-16. Beekman, right side to Huffman. Now Tanner Fogelsong is going to reach around, laying on the back of Pierce, and Fogelsong is going to pick up foul number 4. His fourth, team's second of the second half. And that means Fogelsong is going to have to check out at least for a little bit. Checking back in is Jackson Kessler. So with 3:11 to go here in the third quarter, Fogelsong has foul number 4. Pierce turnaround, shots off, no good. Rebound, outlet it to Shaw. Shaw loses it. It's kicked around a little bit. BPC finally is going to come up with it to Beekman. Under 3 minutes remaining here in quarter number 3 now. Christensen with it. Now back to Beekman. So it went off of Huffman, apparently. Timeout on the floor. It's going to be the Mask Media COVID timeout. BPC leads South Fulton 17-6. I'm going to bring you this contest here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, is Square Music Company. Square Music Company offers instruments, gear, lessons, instrument service, and more. Located at 122 Northside Square in Macomb. Call the Macomb store at 309-431-5484. You can also visit the Quincy location at 725 North Hampshire Street. You can find them online at squaremusic.com. And McDonough District Hospital. McDonough District Hospital athletic trainers and MDH rehabilitation centers with locations in Bushnell and Macomb provide expert help to Spartan student athletes and the prevention, care, and rehabilitation of all athletic injuries. Learn more at mdh.org. McDonough District Hospital, more than hospital care, a hospital caring. So the media timeout is complete. 2:44 to go in quarter number 3. BPC with the only bucket of the second half leads by 1, 17-16. And we're right back with that. We have another timeout, this time charged to South Fulton. And with that, we'll take a break as well. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH.
McDonough District Hospital's Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center was built for one goal: to strengthen women's health services in the region's premier facility. Our dedicated staff, past and present, delivered generations of MDH babies, and now in the new Women's Center, our staff is ready to deliver the next generation and beyond. Come visit the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center and see for yourself the MDH difference.
And welcome back as South Fulton breaks the timeout. Not real sure what Coach saw there, but just came out of a media timeout, and about 6 seconds later, he called another timeout. Still 17-16. BPC with the lead. Atkins is going to drive, dump it over in a corner to Fawcett. His shot's blocked. And Huffman beats everybody down the floor, gets the layup, a nice outlet pass by Beekman, and Huffman gets his second layup of the half, and it's 19-17. BPC with a three-point lead. It might be their biggest lead of the game. And now Beekman's going to get the steal. He's going to go to Huffman. Huffman's layup is good again. 21-16, largest lead of the game for either team now. And now Atkins is going to lose it, but gathers it back up just before it touched the far line. Now Christensen with a steal. He gets it to Pierce, and Pierce goes behind the back, and he'll take it back the other way for BPC. Christensen back to Pierce, across to Huffman, to Beekman. 1:43 remaining here in quarter number 3, and BPC is on a 7-0 run, or 6-0 run. It's 21-16, excuse me. So on a 6-0 run to open the half. 1:22 to go. Beekman tried to get it into Pierce, but the 2-3 zone has stayed packed in pretty tight, and it's tough to get any kind of a pass into the lane to Pierce. He's been relatively ineffective. However, by being there, he is making that zone tighten up a bunch, which is giving some outside shots some openings. BPC has not had a lot of luck dropping those. Another one by Beekman is short, and it's going to be Fogels. No, it's not Fogelsong, it's Fawcett. Now Atkins with it. He's going to push it back the other way, and Fawcett can't hold on to the pass. It goes out of bounds. Possession of BPC. 53.5 seconds remaining. BPC had pressure at about half court, and just across half court, South Fulton had about 3 players underneath the basket. They were all open, but the pressure didn't allow the open players to be seen down the floor. So McKim from the baseline, his jumper's good. McKim scored his 6th, and it's 23-16. Now Beekman is going to knock it out of bounds. Possession to the Rebels as Essex and Beekman came together. 29.0 seconds remaining here in quarter number 3. BPC now with the largest lead of the game at 7, 23-16. Shaw, no, couldn't get it. Huffman steals it away. He's going to drive, and he's going to be fouled. Someone other than Fogelsong is going to have a foul for South Fulton. It's going to be on number 23, Hunter Atkins, his first, team's 3rd of the second half. The free throw line shooting 2 for the Spartans will be number 11, Lane Huffman. He's got 6 points here in quarter number 3. First one's off the back of the rim, no good. Checking in for BPC, number 30, Connor Upton. He's going to replace Ethan McKim. Must be Ethan McKim's birthday today. Nobody told me that. We could all just get together and sing him happy birthday here on air. Nobody wants to really hear me sing, but we'd do it anyway. And off the back of the rim, no good, and Pierce is going to pick up Pierce is going to pick up his 3rd foul. Team's 2nd of the second half. 23-16 still the score, 23.2 seconds remaining. Essex gets it down to Fawcett, and again, Fawcett can't hold on to the basketball. Great look that time. Exactly what South Fulton wanted to do. That's how you take a team out of a press, but you have to finish. 12 seconds remain here. Huffman's going to have it right wing on a skip pass. Now Huffman's going to look to drive. Nearly loses it. 3 seconds. Upton for three. It's no good. And that's how we'll end quarter number 3. 23-16 is the score here at BPC High School. And South Fulton did not score a single point in that quarter. They still have 16. BPC scored 8 to make it 23-16. BPC is now 0 for 4 from the free throw line in the game. 8 points now for Huffman, so he's leading the way for BPC. 6 points for McKim, and 6 points for Christensen. Helping to bring this contest here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, is United Community Bank. United Community Bank's services are designed to keep you in the game when you are on the go. With online and mobile banking, that's nothing but net to friendly services you can count on from the leader of community banking. Choosing UCB is always a slam dunk. Visit a location near you with branches in Bushnell, Colchester, and 2 in Macomb. UCB is a member FDIC. So the final quarter of play is going to be started off with South Fulton having the basketball. They trail by 7, 23-16. They haven't scored here in the second half. They had some good looks, but were unable to get any baskets. Now it's going to be Essex. He's going to look down to Kessler, I believe, and his bucket is good. It is Kessler. And the Rebels are on the scoreboard finally here in the second half. Huffman with it. He's going to skip it across to Christensen. 5:30 remaining as BPC is willing to take a little time off the clock here. Beekman spreading out the zone, and Shaw is getting ran back and forth over there. Now it's going to come to Christensen. Down the corner to Pierce. Skips it up to Beekman. 5:13 to go. No shot clock, obviously, in junior high basketball, so they could hold on to this ball the whole quarter if they really wanted to, and didn't have a turnover between now and then. Approaching the 5-minute mark now. Pierce with it. And there's the turnover I was talking about. Well, no, it's going to be saved by Upton to Beekman. Beekman's going to come across, and then he's going to throw it away. And it's going to be possession to South Fulton. 4:51 remaining. 23-18 is the score. Huffman's up playing a press, and everybody else fell back for BPC. Essex has it, man-to-man for BPC here with a 5-point lead. There's a great pass to Atkins, and Atkins gets a bucket. 23-20. 4 straight points here. Pierce goes to Christensen, who tries to give it back to Pierce. Christensen now is going to put it up. 24, Avery Fawcett picks up his first foul, team foul number 4. As we are in the fourth quarter, I apologize. BPC has 2 fouls and a timeout on the floor. Charge to BPC. It's their first. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. Also helping to bring this contest here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, is MTC Communications. Having a slow, unreliable internet just doesn't cut it in 2021. MTC Communications offers lightning-fast, reliable fiber internet, video, phone service, and camera systems to the McDonough County, Henderson, and Hancock County areas. Visit mtccrowdfiber.com to check your availability. That's mtc.crowdfiber.com to check your availability. 23-20, 4 straight points for the Rebels, and BPC, who had looked like they were content with trying to run some clock, has now went back to their normal offense to try and pick things back up again here as they've allowed the Rebels to get back in. Huffman now skips it across to Christensen, to Beekman. Pierce is flashing there in the middle of the lane. Now Beekman's going to go down to McKim. McKim's turnaround. His jumper is off, no good. And Christensen went over the top. Probably should have been a foul, but he didn't get called for it. Pierce gets the rebound. 3:50 to go here in quarter number 4. Pierce now pull-up jumper. His first points? No, didn't get it there, and it's going to be rebounded by Kessler. Kessler has it tipped away momentarily by Pierce. Back the other way to go. A chance to cut it to 1 or tie it here for the Rebels. Oh, Huffman with the steal. He loses it, gathers it back up. Going to pull up. Jumper's off, no good. Essex did a good job of getting back in defense for the Rebels. Now a 3 on the way by Beekman is short. Fawcett gets the team rebound. Now Huffman another steal. Now it's going to be on the floor again. Christensen's going to have it. And we're going to call a jump ball as players are in a scrum on the floor, and it's going to be BPC basketball. 3:15 remaining in the basketball game. BPC has the basketball. BPC most definitely has an advantage in this game when they can pick up the tempo, force the issue a little more with South Fulton. South Fulton is a little outmanned in that category, but when you slow things down and allow South Fulton to get set, they're not so easily scored upon, and that's what BPC is finding here. Pierce's shot again is off, no good. Rebound to Fawcett. Huffman another steal. He puts the shot up, counted, and a foul for Lane Huffman. And that's going to be on Fawcett as well, I do believe. It is on Fawcett, his second, team's 5th. Count the basket, the foul on Fawcett. First points of the quarter for BPC. Give Lane Huffman 10 points and a chance at the old-fashioned three-point play, but we're going to take a break here as it is COVID timeout time. We'll be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Right after this, 25-20, Spartans lead.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation does more than just tape ankles.
They get us back on the court.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation
helps me reach peak performance.
In the weight room. Prepares me for competition.
My MDH physical therapists and the fitness programs MDH offers help me on my road to recovery and improve my quality of life.
Come see why MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation was voted best of the best in McDonough County.
So we're back here at TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, as we got the Spartans on the floor with their huddle. South Fulton's on the bench with their huddle, but it's 2:50 remaining here in the basketball game. Lane Huffman will be at the free throw line to complete the three-point play. And BPC has built the lead back up to 5, a chance to make it 6 here if Huffman can hit the free throw. He was 0 for 2 in the third quarter. He has a team-high 10 points now. Free throws off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound to Fogelsong, who's back in the contest, playing with 4 fouls for the Rebels. And now Huffman, another steal, going to give to Pierce. Pierce's layup is good. That's the first points of the game for Pierce. That's very late for him to get his first points. But it's 27-20, back to a 7-point lead for BPC. Atkins with it now. Huffman is all up in his grill. Now Pierce is going to pick up foul number 4. Team foul number 3. Neither team has been or is in the bonus yet. Now a 3 on the way. It's short. That was Essex down there. Rebound is blocked. That was Kessler, and I think Huffman's going to pick up his 3rd foul. It's Huffman's 3rd, team foul number 4. Free throw line, shooting 2 for the Rebels, Jackson Kessler. His team trails by 7. First one is no good. Second one did not get rimmed, so it'll be BPC basketball. It'll be Beekman with it. Under 2 minutes to go, down to 150. 7-point lead for BPC, 27-20. Pierce gets another bucket to fall. Largest lead of the game is 9 for BPC now. Oh, there's a nice look to Atkins, and he goes up with his left hand. He had plenty of time to go up with his right, but Kessler gets the rebound. It's tipped around. Now Essex has it. His shot's off, no good. Atkins with the rebound. Pierce had it, taken away by Essex. Now it's going to be Pierce again, that time taken away by Kessler. Kessler again has it. Now it's Fogelsong, and Fogelsong finally gets a bucket to fall. After all that, cut it to a 7-point lead. But it's 1:05 remaining here in quarter number 4. Beekman with it. He's going to go to Huffman. Huffman's going to have it back to Beekman. 55 seconds left. He's going to go over to Pierce. 50 seconds remaining. You might have heard South Fulton's coach say, go for it, go for it. Atkins came up and ran over Beekman, and the coach says, thank you, like he wanted the foul, and then didn't get the whistle. So finally they get a foul with 37.8 seconds remaining, but there's no shooting yet because that's only team foul number 6. So BPC will be in the bonus from here on out. Goes to Pierce. That's where they want to foul. Huffman now to Beekman. Now to Pierce as BPC is doing a good job keeping the ball moving here. Down at McKim. McKim going to put up the jumper. It's off, no good. That's really not what you want to do in that scenario. You want to try just hold on to the basketball with a 7-point lead. Now Beekman's going to get the steal. A jump ball, though, and possession is going to be to South Fulton. And Beekman and Atkins kind of looked at each other a little unhappily there. And Huffman comes in and grabs Beekman and says, let's just walk away here with 18.7 seconds left. Essex on the jumper. It's off, no good, but there to put the putback in is Kessler. So he has 4 points here in the quarter. That brings it to a 5-point game, 29-24. A timeout on the floor charged to South Fulton. A full timeout. Also, I'm going to bring you this contest here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, is Community News Brief. The Community News Brief is a free publication distributed to over 68 locations in Bushnell, Macomb, Colchester, Industry, Adair, and many more towns throughout the area. It provides local news to McDonough County and parts of Fulton County every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. To submit a press release or to get advertising information for the locally owned publication, contact Lynn, who is actually sitting right behind me right now, at 309-333-8245 or email communitybrief@gmail.com. 29-24, 12.7 seconds left. BPC with the lead, and it would take a miracle. But stranger things have probably happened for South Fulton to get a win here. So 8th grade game just about over. Don't forget, we're going to take a very, very short post-game show, and then we'll be back very quickly with the 7th grade game as they're shortening time in between so that the referees have time to get down to Macomb. Now Pierce is going to be fouled. Who's he going to call it on? Going to be free throws coming. I'm not real sure who they called that on at this point. It doesn't really matter a whole lot. We'll say number 15. Number 15 they didn't have in the 7th grade roster, so I'll have to, or the 8th grade roster. He's a 7th grader. I'll have to look over him, and that is Jude Thiner, I believe, who picked up the foul. Pierce is going to be shooting 2 free throws for BPC. He's got 4 points here in the 4th quarter. First one is good. Second one is good as well. Makes it 31-24. And another timeout on the floor. 5.9 seconds left. I said it would take a small miracle before. It would take a huge miracle now. Down 7 with 5.9 seconds remaining, but another timeout charged to South Fulton. They are down to 1 timeout. So there's still time. We'll be having a post-game show in just a minute. Post-game show sponsors JoJo's Gaming Parlor, offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, or in this case game days, check out TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. All the events on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell, and cheer the Spartans on to victory. Have been told, for anybody who's listening as well, the 7th grade regionals and all regionals are allowing no fans for volleyball. So there may or may not be a 7th grade mom's watch party going on at JoJo's this afternoon. So we'll make sure we say hi to all those ladies and probably some dads watching as well as South Fulton gets it inbounded. Essex with it. He'll put up the 2. It's off, no good. And that's how the game will end, as Huffman says, Shaw, I'm not even going to let you try to get that one off. Game ends 31-24. BPC with the win. We'll be right back after this on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
As we work together to stop the spread of COVID-19, McDonough District Hospital wants you to know that your health and safety are our #1 priority.
Our primary care providers are here to take care of you and your family's total well-being. Telehealth capabilities and the MDH Convenience Clinic all provide ease of access to our wide range of services.
All of this because we are committed to providing you quality and compassionate care that you have come to trust from us.
McDonough District Hospital, more than hospital care, a hospital caring.
Get dinner to the table quickly, no matter how busy your day's been. True convection cooking uses a fan to distribute hot air evenly and cook food faster. So dinner is ready when they are. True convection cooking, brought to you by Whirlpool.
Well, we were camping, and then I got a phone call from my neighbor and said that we got hit by a storm. He said, you better come home because there's no roof. He said, I look up and see the sky. He didn't know what you were going to do, where you're going to go, but Country Financial took care of us.
We anticipate something that we hope never happens, but when it happens, we are there to make good on our promise.
Welcome back to Bushnell Prairie State High School. 8th grade game is in the books. 31-24, as you can see, was the final. Scoring as we get ready to do the post-game show presented by JoJo's Gaming Parlor. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out TSSR Game Time Live events on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell. Cheer the Spartans on to victory. So for South Fulton, it looks like this. Game high 8 points, or team high 8 points for Jackson Kessler, 6 points for Caden Fogelsong, 4 points for Jonna Shaw, and 2 points for Hunter Atkins, and 2 points for Avery Fawcett. They finished 2 of 6 from the charity stripe. For BPC, 3 points for Brock Beekman, 10 points for a game high for Lane Huffman. Carson Christensen had 6 points. Tanner Pierce had 6 points, all in the fourth quarter, and Ethan McKim had 6 points as well. BPC finished as 2 of 7 from the charity stripe. So that will be our post-game show brought to you by JoJo's Gaming Parlor. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game night, check out the TSSR Game Time Live events on the big screens in JoJo's. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell. Cheer the Spartans on to victory. With that, we'll take a break. We'll come back with a 7th grade contest here in probably 10 minutes or so. They have not started the clock yet, but they plan to do so shortly. So we'll be back with a pregame show and more about the afternoon's events when we get back. Thanks for watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.